Everything's going. Well, what's up, Tomas?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm sorry to keep you in on this beautiful day.
No.
It's kind of lined up the way it is, but...
Just got back from a nice run of golf.
Oh, yeah. I think I was with Charlie a couple hours ago, so he told me he went golfing.
Oh, nice,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, we were at, Burns Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time I went, but dude, it's sick.
Spent some time there.
Yeah. Play some spike ball. But,
nice.
You want to throw your sunglasses on so we can get a clip for just the thumbnail?
Oh, okay.
Give us a good smile. We'll get a clip for the thumbnail. Perfect. All right. Alright, what are we listening to? Should we keep going with Care Package and then play your jazz one?
Yeah, how much is
Play My Side. We're on the 10th song.
I saw some Rage Against the Machine on there.
Oh, I love Rage Against the Machine. We listen to everything you can think of, so. Yeah, play the 10th one. We'll just continue from there.
Hella Drake.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had to. Oh, fuck. You got that. Huh? Is that loose? Not your phone. Alright. What you been up to all day, man? How's golf?
Good. Yeah, it was good. Actually, first few holes were pretty rough. Dude, third time out this season.
Yeah.
And I just kind of forgot everything, but
When's the last time you played? Like last summer or?
yeah, last summer, I'd say around August before I came to school here.
minute.
Yeah, so it's been quite a minute.
That's like the last time I played too.
Shoot, dude, we do got to get out there.
Yeah. I'm not that good. Were you with Wyatt?
Yeah, actually,
He's a big golfer too, right?
Yeah, dude. Me and Wyatt were struggling yesterday. It was bad, but
Yeah.
no, today actually did a lot better. Shot 39 on the back, 43 on the front.
All right.
So,
I'll
yeah.
pretend I know what that means because I'm not that big into golf. What does it
For
mean?
you golfers out there, yeah.
What does it mean?
It means so.
The number of hits.
So, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And basically each, a perfect round, I guess, if you call it perfect, is just par on each hole, and that totals to about 36 per hole. Per 9.
round?
Per
Oh,
9,
okay.
yeah. And there's the front 9 and the back 9, so that totals up to 72.
What's the front and back?
So front and back is, I guess, golf courses usually have a front and a back,
So the 9 separate holes?
They're
So there's 9 front and there's 9 back. There's 18 total holes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And people play 9 or 18, whatever they choose. But
I see.
yeah,
So you played the full 18.
yeah. So I played the full 18. Shot at 83 today.
So that's 83 total hits across all 18 holes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I know
pretty
it
good.
sounds like a lot, but to be honest, it's actually not a bad, I don't know, score
Yeah.
for me at least.
Yeah.
I
When
mean,
did you start
there's
golfing?
crazy golfers.
When did you start golfing?
I started golfing my freshman year.
Okay.
That's when I kind of got a little more serious. And actually, not even. Me and my buddies just goofed around and stuff. But my sophomore year, I got injured and I couldn't play soccer.
Did you play golf as a team or anything, or just for fun?
Yeah, I actually played for my high school a little
Nice.
bit, and then I got injured sophomore year, and I couldn't play soccer or golf, and I was recovering, so kind of sucked. Didn't get back into golf until end of senior year. But yeah, and then I got really serious about it. Started getting good, improving, and that's it sucks to just start out and play, but once you actually hit past a certain point of golf, you can improve, and you can actually get better, and mentally that you have a chance. So that's kind of like the whole aspect of golf. I feel instead of skill, it's more of a mental game, because after 18 holes, because it took me 4.5 hours today to get through 18, and after 4.5 hours, you're tired. After, yeah.
So what's the mentally challenging part of it? Is it just the let's say if you're hitting bad, do you get in your head for the rest of the course, or describe what you mean by the mental difficulty of it?
Yeah. So I guess one of the major improvements that made me a better player when playing golf was that mental space. The mental space that you have during games are the most crucial thing. you can be a great player, but if you're on one day hitting bad and you have a bad mental space, you will not do good. You will do bad. And if you're a mediocre player and you're having a bad day, but you have that good mental space, you change it around. You have a good day. You're going to beat the better player.
How do you change it around?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it?
Let's say you just hit a really crappy ball. You just chunk some earth and goes 5 feet. Instead of just getting all pissed and, smacking the ground, you're like, all right, whatever. And then just get back at it, fix what you ever did wrong, hit it 10 feet from the hole, put it in the next shot.
Do you ever have, a day that is just totally bad, like you never get better? Like the whole day is just like a throwaway?
That was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday.
Well, you've also been off for so long that it's like, it's expected. But.
It's expected when you're it's your first, second time back. You're expected to do a little bad, but it happens.
Yeah. I feel like as someone who was just starting out last summer and I played just a couple times, I found it very peaceful. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to explore a course. It's fun to drive around a little golf cart, and, hit the driver, then go one by one, make your way through it. I find it to be a really peaceful, fun sport, but I feel like maybe when you do it for so long, you kind of raise the expectation in a way where it's there's all this stress about mastering the hit, which I feel like that's probably a really difficult thing that people spend a lot of time trying to master.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You find it peaceful because some people just find it the most annoying thing.
As a beginner, or
just in general, if you're having those bad days, you can find golf the most awful, annoying sport of all time. But also at the same time, it can be the best sport of all time. That's just golf. It's like gambling, I guess. It's you hit big, you're on top of the world, but you lose all your money, and you're I'm never going back again. Yet you see yourself back. So
yeah, just a couple more times.
Yeah.
Never-ending cycle. How'd you get injured?
Just soccer.
You didn't get hit in the face with a driver?
No. God, that would be brutal.
That was someone 3 podcasts ago.
You're kidding.
Yeah, right behind you, number 94. Below, 94. Thomas Carano. Right in front of you. Bottom, there. Got hit in the head with a fucking driver. Golfing.
No, that's dangerous though. My girlfriend actually, she when she was little, she smacked her sister in the face. And
with the actual club?
Yeah, with a driver.
God, how young was she?
Oh, she's probably 10.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, no, just that's stupid.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
So what'd you hurt?
I hurt my my whole right leg. So it started out with
the entire right leg.
Yeah, it started out with a simple, what's it called, calf, tear. Okay. I tore my calf. And
overuse or from a moment or?
Just overuse. And I didn't really heal it. I kept playing on it. I kept stretching it and pulling it apart, and it just tore my groin. Yeah.
So you didn't do anything about it?
No. And I had to be out for about a few months, yeah. And I just couldn't get back in soccer. So I waited a few months, waited the summer, then got back into high school, played again, and yeah, you heal.
How big was soccer to you in high school?
Really,
was it a huge part of your life, or just something you did, or?
No, soccer's my whole life, to be honest. When people say some sports are your whole life, it's true.
Did you consider playing in college?
I could have, yeah. I did get offers from pretty good schools, but I came to Michigan. My family told me they'd pay for my college if I went to Michigan. My brother's here. I've got a lot of buddies here.
Older brother?
Yeah.
What year is he?
He's a senior here.
So I haven't met him, right?
No.
I met someone's older brother, not yours, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, but he's a senior here, and it's kind of crazy to see him just leave.
Yeah.
I know.
Did he have a good time here?
Yeah, he had a great time. I was just at his house the other day with some of his buddies playing some die. It's always awesome to have a sibling here and just getting to be comfortable. If you ever need a place to be, I just go to my brother.
Nice. That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
So what was it mentally when you hurt your groin, calf? Because I'm sure that in high school, you're starting to get more serious. You've probably been playing soccer for a while, right? So in high school.
Oh God, I was pissed off.
So you're trying to maybe be recruited. You have all this shit going through your head, and
yeah, right.
Yeah, tell me about What went through your head, man? That must suck.
So I was thankful that it was towards the end of my club soccer year. It was during the high school season where I tore my groin, and like I enjoy club soccer more, and I'm glad that it wasn't during that season because that's kind of really when you get recruited and whatnot. But yeah, I just recovered, and I still try to play. I could have recovered a lot faster if I didn't play, but I kept playing, which is stupid. But that's soccer. I mean, you can't stop playing. I love it. I absolutely love it.
You still play now? I am still.
Yeah.
Or a club?
I don't play for the club, but I play for like this other team, like outside of Ann Arbor. Yeah, but it's good.
So it's a club team like somewhere else?
Yeah. It's like
about that.
it's like indoor soccer.
Oh, like futsal?
No.
That's different.
Yeah, I mean, there's like an 11v11 like
Okay.
team going on after.
That's fun.
It's
Is
good.
it as fulfilling as high school soccer?
See?
Is it as fulfilling as high school soccer?
No. I mean, high school soccer was just a different sport. It was just crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. I mean, high school sports are so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, I miss it too, but I feel like it's enough times passed now where I've like found other things to fill it with, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you're always busy at college. If you're not busy at college, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. There's so much stuff to do here.
What you been up to this whole year? We're coming to the end, man. 2 weeks.
Shoot. This whole year, I rushed fraternity, Lambda Chi.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun, hard work, but got through it, and probably met some of my boys for life there. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, were you always set on that? Like that was something you definitely want to do coming here?
No.
Really?
Oh no.
Last minute thing?
Like yeah, one of my buddies, he's in the fraternity, and
Older?
yeah.
Okay.
And I told him like, I'll come rush, but don't expect me to join. I told everyone that I'm gonna stay out of fraternities, focus on school, but I really liked it. It was really awesome. I mean,
Well, what'd you love about it?
Just like the guys, like I know it's kind of corny, but I love the brotherhood.
Yeah.
No, it's.
I mean, the Lambda guys are chill. Like I like them too.
Yeah, no, like frat guys can come off as douchey and I guess disrespectful or mean, but honestly, they're not. They're not disrespectful, mean, or anything. They're really cool guys, and you just gotta get to know them. And I know, like, at some parties, they're like, "Oh, like, what brothers do you know?" Like, like the typical shit. But that's just because don't do that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I mean, I guess like there's like it's more of a bigger stereotype than reality, I guess.
Exactly.
But, I'm sure people have. I mean, a lot of my friends rush and they have a great time. So,
Of course, yeah.
Definitely memories you'll keep with you for the rest of your life. So
Exactly.
amazing.
It's a good
Well, with 2 weeks left, what are you gonna miss about Michigan?
Ooh, definitely the guys. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
You got
you,
plans for the summer?
Charlie, like, what?
You got plans for the summer?
Yeah. I'm actually, like, so I got a job here at the UMich golf course.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think Charlie was talking about that.
Yeah. So I've been playing golf there quite a bit. I'm trying to work there, try to get a schedule going, but I'm also working at a horse ranch.
That's a fun ass summer, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working as a rancher.
Bro's a rancher and a golf player.
Literally, and just for like extra like hours for vet school, I'm trying to shadow a veterinarian at like a clinic, and I'm also shadowing a equine travel veterinarian. Equine is horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's another word for horse.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get to veterinary studies? Like, how'd you get there?
God, I've been wanting to be a veterinarian my whole life.
Like since you're little?
Since I
Like
was little.
veterinarian?
Yeah, I just had that mindset my whole life, and I never changed it. I explored. I'm like, maybe an engineer. No. Doctor. I'm like still thinking about maybe being a doctor, but it's definitely pointing towards veterinary science. Because like, it's like hard to find something that you genuinely like to do for a living and really know that you're improving other people's lives. So I think that veterinary science, the veterinary route is the way to go, because you're not only helping people's companion, the dog, cat, horse, whatever, but you're also indirectly helping them through whatever, because that companion is their mental strength. and if anything happens to them, it's like a child to them. Seriously, I mean, more people these days are having dogs and cats as children than children as children.
There was like a crazy stat that in South Korea there are more dog strollers now than like baby strollers or something.
Really?
You can search it up. It was like crazy.
That's insane.
Their birth rate's like going way down.
Yeah, I know. In a lot of these Asian countries, the birth rate's going way down.
It's happening everywhere too, but especially in places like Japan and South Korea. It's crazy. Yeah, the sale of zoom in on that. The sale of pet carriers in South Korea has surpassed that of baby strollers for the first time.
Wow.
Underlining the country's worrying low fertility rate. The East Asian country's fertility rate declined to a historic low of 0.78 in 2022. Like they're not even really like what's the word, like replacing. Yeah, it's below the replacement level, which is scary.
Yeah, I also heard this on another podcast that apparently, like, I think it's Japan or Korea, like an island, I don't know, one of those countries, in, I don't know, 10, 20 years, at the rate they're going with the birth rate, their population will decrease to 4% or something like that.
Yeah, hold up. Yo, are we doing a screen recording too? Okay, we should look into that first real quick. Yo, how do you do a screen recording on this computer? Do you know?
Is it just a snipping tool?
Yeah, use a snipping tool. Snowline, no, what's radio? Yeah, do video.
Yeah. No, I think it's important that people keep having children. And I know people say that, like, oh, there's overpopulation in this world.
That's
no,
such bullshit.
It is complete bullshit.
Just read this. Predictions suggest that South Korea's population may decline to below Denmark's in a few generations due to its extremely low birth rate. South Korea currently has the lowest fertility rate globally, with a birth rate of 0.72. I mean, I just don't think people realize that, oh, we're overpopulated, yada, yada, yada. This shit happens fast.
Yeah.
Like, the exponential decline is going to impact everybody. And it's going to impact the economy. It's going to impact everything. And it's like, they will see impacts globally.
Well, the thing is, a lot of women are becoming, and men are becoming more infertile these generations. I mean, whether it's due to the food we eat or the clothes we wear, such as like polyester. Have you heard about that?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I threw away all my plastic underwears, bro.
Dude, I'm wearing some right now. I'm kind of scared. Like, honestly, like, I'm trying to get some, like, cotton underwear and...
Yeah, God. Underwear for sure. Like, everyone gotta get cotton underwear. If you have polyester underwear, like, throw that shit out right now.
And, like, plastic bottles, microplastics. Oh, yeah. I know, I'm that crazy guy that's like, oh, microplastics. And like, but it's true. It's real. I mean, a lot of these things cause cancer. I mean, if you check the... and, like, another crazy thing is, too, look this up, sunscreen.
Oh, yeah, not good for you.
Sunscreen.
Don't put on sunscreen.
There's, like, a statistic that, like, over the years, I mean, like, since sunscreen usage, the chart has just gone up.
Cancer? Skin cancer.
Of skin cancer.
It's like, people always talk about the sun giving you cancer and stuff, which, like, I get the arguments that it's like, oh, the ozone layer is decreasing, so UV is more... I don't know. I believe Tomas. I'll be real.
I don't know. Cause
look, there's a website called... there's an app my friend put me on called Yuka. Search it up.
Yeah.
You know about Yuka?
Yep.
He literally put me on like 3 days ago. You can scan any product you have, scan the barcode of like your facial products, your hair products. It'll tell you like the some simple stuff like allergies and stuff, but also like certain chemicals if they're carcinogens or if they're, you know, what's the word? They're endocrine disruptors.
Mm-hmm. And
you should stay away from all those because Yuka, Y-U-K-A.
I think RFK is doing it's trying to do a good job on keeping America healthier.
Mm-hmm. My thing with the RFK is like I like everything he says.
I do too. He's a smart guy when it comes to diet, health, all of that.
My only thing is like, is he doing anything or what?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I think he did remove some kind of like chemical or whatever.
What was that? I didn't hear about it.
I don't know. I heard about it though.
Just search up Yuka. It should come up. It didn't come up?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, the Yuka app scans food and cosmetic products to assess their impact on health. I think it's like everyone in this administration I like a lot because they're action takers. You know, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, like they're all action takers. RFK Jr. I just didn't hear any news about anything that's happened so far. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really have a plan.
Yeah.
But you search up if he's done anything? Yeah, scroll up. I hope he like.
In the for the food industry. Oh yeah, it was
like he said a bunch of
some
shit.
additives and stuff.
Like he said a bunch of shit, but like, is he gonna do anything? Because I feel like fixing the healthcare system in America is like gonna take a lot of time, which I understand. I like that. I like his voice at least. Like I like that he's. RFK Jr. vowed to upend America's healthcare. It's happening faster than expected. Okay, maybe it is. Let's see.
Maybe it is.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Taylor, see if you can find anything through here we talk, and if there's something noticeable, just like let us know. But yeah, I feel like if I've taught this conversation so many times on the podcast, because like I think when we talk about food industry and healthcare, there's just so many things you have to look at.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
So many.
Healthcare administration.
God. Like,
yeah.
I think there's like I know there are a million things, but there's probably some things that are bigger than others. You know, like I want to like what do you think the biggest focus should be?
Biggest focus or biggest like issue on what?
I mean, yeah, just like in general. Like I feel like there's a million steps we can take, right? Helping our fertility rates, helping our health rates, and everything.
Right.
But it's like where do we start? Like what is the biggest thing?
I think where we start is just realizing that what we're eating and what we're consuming daily is bad for us. Not even the consuming part. Just we have to realize it's that first step of getting past what we know. And once we know what we're doing wrong, hopefully people are smart enough to not keep doing it. But I don't know if people have the willingness and the willpower to actually stop doing that. It's kind of like a drug. Like these things are drugs to your body. They taste good. They feel good to you. They make your body, you know, fun. But like these are literally drugs they are using in our body to just attract us to these foods. And
oh yeah, they're engineering that shit like crazy, and it makes me sad the most when I think that the problem with it is that you don't see the effects till later.
Yeah.
You know, like I tell people all the time, like, why are you eating that? Why are you eating that? And they're like, oh, I exercise. Like, so I was having this conversation with my friend the other day. He's saying that, well, in my opinion, if you're active, like, it doesn't really matter what you eat. I mean, yeah, I don't know about that.
It always matters. I mean, because, like, if you want those gains, like, you know, for working out, you need a lot of protein. You need a lot of
Well, that's not even the problem.
fat.
I think people understand that. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, I'm bulking, so I'm going to eat a lot. And they eat their chicken and rice and stuff, but they also eat a bunch of shit on top of that.
Right.
That's the thing. They're like, oh, I'm active, I burn it off. Like,
Yeah. They're like, oh, I ate my calories for today. And you're like, yeah, what'd you eat? You're like, I whole bag of chips. I ate chicken and rice, though. Or I'm like, okay. It's gonna make your belly just touch the moon. I mean, it doesn't work like that. Yeah.
I think with those apps, like they're like, oh, as long as it fits like, all these numbers, like as long as it's 2,000 calories and it's like I got my 100 grams of protein, then I'm set. I can put if I can fit like 300 calories of chips or whatever, then we're cool. But I feel like the whole mindset around this, like I like the idea of calorie tracking and stuff, but I think it always ends up being this game of like how can I fit this and how can I fit that in. And in reality, like you should just I feel like the simplest way to be healthy is just eat whole foods. You know, like stay away from anything that's not whole
organic. Food. Just eat natural. I mean, think about it. 100 years ago, yeah, let's say 100 years ago, how many fat people did you see? Like really obese people. How many obese people were there 100 years ago?
Not as much today, for sure.
Oh, substantially less. I mean, like it's increased exponentially after so many years. The amount of the obesity problem in America, especially, is insane.
Photo of people in New York.
Like a photo.
I was thinking.
They were all like super skinny.
I was thinking about the photo of like the photo of the beach. You know, like there's like the beach.
Yeah,
in the
like the
1900s
1920s, kind of like
versus now.
beach scene in 1920s.
I've
versus
heard that one so many times. Cause it's so clear, man.
Yo, you know, cause like I mean,
I don't know. It's like some beach photo of like showing how, like just search like beach photo 1900 versus now obesity. It'll come up. Yeah, you were saying? Dude, shit's crazy, man. I don't know if like it's hard. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay. If you click on the first one.
This one?
Yeah, let's see what this is. 1950s beach before the influx of Cedo. Yeah, just open a new tab real quick. Whoa, what the fuck just happened?
whoa.
I think you're annotating.
Whoa, I
Okay, wait. Except of that. No. Stay there. Except of that. Pop up. Yeah. Okay. 1950s beach picture before the influx of seed oils, vegetable oils. Anyone else find it absolutely crazy how much healthier people were? Like, yeah, I mean, like,
Yep.
everyone looks pretty good. Search up like beach photos right now in the 2020s era.
70s was like the death of America.
Yeah, like this. Look at today, like on the right side. Look at the top, bro. I mean, obviously it's a biased photo, but I mean, if I go to the beach now, I'll see a lot of fat people.
I mean, the thing is, like, people these days, like, they support, like, people getting fat. They support that, and it's not something you should support, because what you're supporting for them is unhealthy habits, because I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's like the more your like body BMI, body mass index increases, the more likely you're to have depression and like other like, bad effects like that.
There's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, obviously there's a biological reason for that about how it impacts your hormone system in your body. There's also just like the social reason of that, right? Like when you're fatter, like you just feel like shit.
Yeah.
When you look good in the mirror, like I know you know that too. Like when you look good, like it feels good.
Oh, got it. Like, I mean, right now, I haven't been going to I mean, I look better in the mirror. Like, I've been hitting chest and arms and whatnot. This is the best I've looked ever. But I've been doing too many, like, abs or cardio. So my stomach's kind of just like, you know.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all like we go through different phases of training as well over time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's areas where you're gonna gain a lot, and areas where you're not. But you know, I think overall though, like it's crazy that we're become like I think what you're saying about the body positivity stuff. It's like we almost want to, since it's so uncomfortable to admit that like your life decisions are your fault. We almost want to say it's not our fault; it's someone else's fault.
Exactly.
And then it's like, oh, but let's praise people for being fat. Let's call it body positivity. Like whenever you're sitting in the doctor's office, all these magazines of like all these like fat people saying how proud they are to be who they are. Like it's all cope, you know. It's just crazy.
You want to know the biggest hypocrite probably in today's media about that?
Tell me.
Lizzo. Put a picture of her. I'm telling you. You know all of her songs, all of her whole like her meta was just like,
yeah.
I'm a big girl, like I'm gonna do what I want. And cool, awesome. Look at her like 2 years ago versus now.
Hey, look at that photo, Lizzo. She doesn't look that fat in that one. Wait, does she look good? She look better now or what?
Oh, she looks much better now.
She's been on the cut?
Yeah, like look at her face.
God, that's noticeable. So she used to be all body positivity and shit, right?
Yeah.
She used to be like fat.
And now she's cutting body weight, you know. If you're gonna talk all.
What was the reaction of the body positivity movement of like?
What was my reaction?
What was like the media's reaction if she's like cutting weight? What are people like? No, you shouldn't be cutting weight. You should be.
They're
fat.
all like, "Go girl, yes you know,
okay.
this that
so
the other."
Positive. I mean, good on her though.
Yeah, I mean, good for her.
That's not true, is it? I mean, this photo is like you can like make anything look like how you want to do in a photo.
Yeah, I mean, you can be like an Instagram girl, change everything.
Yeah.
Make yourself skinnier.
The skinny filter.
Yeah, literally.
Well, good on her though. I'm happy for her. Like, how much? Can you search up how much weight she lost?
God, probably.
Wow. Okay, so although Lizzo hasn't shared her current weight in units, the singer and rapper was excited to reveal that she dropped 16% of her body fat. Hey, kudos to Lizzo. We might have to listen to Lizzo next time. Just playing. We'll listen to everything but Lizzo.
Let's see. Let's say she was like, I mean, she's a big girl. Let's say she was like.
When she gets to like 180, we'll can play some Lizzo. What?
Say she's like 400 pounds. 16% of that, say 20. God, she probably lost like almost 60 pounds.
That's pretty good.
Minimum.
She was 400.
She was 400 pounds?
Yeah.
God. I mean,
like, was she or? Oh, I think she said she was. I don't know.
I think everyone. I used to think that some people didn't have equal opportunity to improve their life. I think that everyone now does. I think if you really want to, like, even if you're 400 pounds, like, you can still make progress. You can still get better.
I was damn close.
Bro, been researching Lizzo and shit.
I was damn close, was I?
What'd you say?
300, not 400.
No, the pounds lost.
A dirty from yeah. What did you say before?
I said she lost probably about 60 pounds at least.
Yeah, 300 to 240. I can almost bench Lizzo. I could probably bench 240, right? I've not attempted it yet.
Oh, dude, I was so close to hitting 225 the other day.
Really? Tell me
yes,
about
dude.
it. You have video?
No.
Oh.
Charlie was like helping me out. He's like, dude, you can easily hit it.
That's
He's
Charlie,
like-
bro.
he's
Charlie
like-
says that every time he goes to the gym, everyone's PRs goes up by 20 pounds.
Dude, he's like telling me,
Faith.
he's like, dude, like your form is shit. like you are really bad, but you're fucking strong. Like you can like.
What were you moving when he said that?
What?
What were you moving when he said that?
I was doing 225, but like I mean like he's like, the part where you're at is like you're good at this point. You can.
I'll come up closer for the mic.
Yeah. He's like, at this point, it's just when you get down to your chest, you just kind of like, I don't know what you do, but you just you don't have that like ability or that like momentum to
Strength.
just get up. He says like, if I get up like maybe a few weeks in the gym, I can easily start benching 225.
Oh yeah, I mean you got it. I've actually not technically hit 225 yet, because like before I was going to, I started doing comp bench, which is like competition bench where I have to like follow all the form rules. So I have to like pause for a second on the bottom, push ups, all this shit. But I think next Wednesday I'm going for 225 again.
Nice.
So I think
I'll be there with you.
Perfect. Wednesday in the day. Let's do it.
Let's do
I'll
it.
call you. Hey man, how's your lifting journey been going?
It's good. I mean, inconsistent, but good. I mean, I've definitely seen improvement, definitely seen gains, definitely like been able to curl more, bench more, everything more than I've used to.
When did you start?
I started high school.
Okay,
Like
that's good.
when I was in, I'd say end of high school, just during soccer season, try to get a little more weight on, but that was also inconsistent. But I'd say college for sure. I definitely
Locked in.
locked in some more gains.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I love lifting. Like it's always gonna be a part of me, like
God,
one
like-
way or the other.
It's a great community too.
Yeah,
The gym bro community.
that's where I first met you. I think with Charlie. You were there with Charlie one
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
That's where I first met a lot of the guys.
Honestly, most of my friends.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
It's great. It's actually great.
I love it. But yeah, man. I hope. I think that I like how many people are starting to lift. Like it's normal now. You know, it wasn't like that before.
No, it
But
wasn't.
I really hope that people don't use it as cope to eat like shit. A lot of people use that as cope to eat like shit.
Really.
And if you just walk in the dining hall, you just see all these people eating like shit,
Oh
shit,
my
eating
God.
like shit.
I'm proud of myself because actually at Michigan, I don't eat like there's always the cookie station or the dessert station or ice cream. I don't ever touch that. And I haven't since probably like, I mean, there's like days like here and there after like a week I'm like, okay, I'll have a cookie. I deserve it. But I'm never like, all right, dinner's done. Give me a cookie.
Cookie time.
Yeah, cookie time. But I'm like, I just don't have the craving for that anymore.
I don't have the craving at all. No craving.
Everything is a mental game. Whether it's golf, working out, eating food, I don't know. Everything you do is a mental game. You're always fighting yourself, whether or not to do something. Everything's a decision. And to make these decisions, you need to have a healthy mind. And I think that's probably the most important thing. That's probably one of the topics I wanted to talk on today, the mental health.
Tell me about it.
And
Shit's tripping out.
it is. It's geeking, bro.
It's on this side, right, too?
So I unplugged it and I put it back.
You're welcome to try fixing it during the podcast.
Yeah, you can mess with it whatever
Yeah.
you want.
All right, mental health. Tell me about it.
Yeah. I mean, just upcoming with these finals, I think that people should know that mental health is the most important thing. No matter if you're doing good, bad in school, you just got to keep positive. Don't lose yourself. You got to keep positive. And right now, I'm like trying to like get better in my classes, and I'm like just getting frustrated and getting pissed off, and I just take time, look back, and I'm like, okay, it's not gonna help. Getting pissed off, getting mad, what does that ever do for you? Tell me, what does it do?
Nothing.
Exactly, nothing. It only makes you worse. Keeping a positive mind keeps you solid, keeps you balanced. And I just feel that things like working out or going out with friends, playing some golf, great day, going out, God, I mean, just keeping a healthy mind. And another part of that is eating well. And if you don't eat well, your mind just starts to fade out.
Do you find it hard to keep positive ever?
I used to for a while. I used to suffer with like a lot of depression in high school. Just yeah, it was a bad time. But yeah, I found myself through God, thankfully. And that really brought me back to just like my ground. I was super negative, super just everyone's against me, the world's against me. And I just hated it.
That's an interesting narrative. So, like, you feel like you reached a place where you genuinely would go about your day and you genuinely feel like everyone hates you?
I wouldn't say I feel like everyone hates me, more or less, where it's like, I don't know. It was more, I don't know, it's just a bad mindset. It was a bad mindset.
Like a bad way of looking at the world?
Yeah. I mean, it was also due to just like a bad ex, bad breakup, whatever. But also in that time, I lost like a lot of friends because of her, and I was just, trying to find my way back. So, found my way back, went on like this spiritual retreat, and yeah.
That's cool.
Brought me back. I actually met my girlfriend through
the spiritual retreat.
So it's a little more complicated than that. Through a friend. Yeah, through a friend who's on the retreat. Okay. So I mean, if I never went on that retreat, if I never found my ground again, then I would never be with my girlfriend now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It all worked out, man.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
That's interesting. So you feel like you lost friends because of your ex? Was it because of like you isolating yourself when you started dating her?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always keep myself busy. Like in high school, like when all my like friends were out, I was at soccer or was doing something for a club, or I was always the one like, oh yeah, I'll be there a few hours late, or I'll be there at the end of the party, or I'll be there whenever. I was never like, hey guys, like let's do this, or I just never had time to. If I had time to hang out with them, I would. And that's kind of like, it's kind of like how they like parted a little bit. I just saw I was seeing myself different from them. So, I mean, all worked in the end. Cut my friends who I needed to. That's all you need.
Yeah. I think that's a mix of a lot of things, because I guess first it's like the physical amount of time you spend with them, right? But you physically are starting to spend less time with them. Right. But it's also the narrative that you have in your mind that you feel like you're so different from them.
Right.
Which is an interesting one to explore too. And then you're dating this girl, and then whenever you do have the free time, you're probably spending time with her, not them. Right. And it's like it just starts to open up this void in a way.
Yep. Exactly.
I want to explore more like that feeling you had when you were around those friends, though. Like, you felt like you were a different person. Like, tell me about that.
Yeah. Like, I just lived different lives than them. I mean, a lot of them had like a ton of money. Like, they had like extravagant lives, kind of thing. And I mean, the one like buddy I always kept close was like, he's actually nothing like me. Like, I was always doing everything I could, like to stay active. My guys, like, I'm not dissing them or anything. I love my boys to the end. But yeah, I just always felt different. Just, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being different. It's probably for the better. I just had to understand that. Mm-hmm. I mean, to this day, right now, like, we're all best buddies. Every time we go home, we all hang out. We all get a little poker night, or even drive to Soaring Eagle Casino.
So these are the same friends that you like started to fall off with, or
yeah?
Okay. So you're able to rebuild it.
Yeah, I actually kind of rebuilt my own. Like, I left the ones I needed to leave, and then I kept the ones I didn't. And the ones I kept were the true ones. So,
what was unique about the people you kept?
That's actually fun. Like, those people also are very family-based, and the ones that I did not keep really were not too family-based. And it's kind of interesting how that works out, that, the ones that love their family, love their Like, they have a good relationship with God. They're down-to-earth people. They're the ones I hang out with. The other ones that I didn't see that in, I don't really hang out with them too much. It's okay.
I feel like when we look back in retrospect, obviously it's been so long now, right? I feel like even these days when I tell stories of high school, it's just so long ago. It's hard for me to film all the details.
Oh, no, me too.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm trying to, like, think back. I'm like...
Because I used to tell my story quite a bit on the podcast. Now it's like, what actually happened again? Like, but I think in retrospect, like, we make it sound easier than it actually was. You know, like, oh yeah, well, I went to this breakup and I went on a spiritual retreat and then I left the old ones and I found the good ones in the end, right? But I'm sure there was like, in between those pivotal moments, there's just so many days in between. Where it's like a struggle, right? So.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it's hard to think back, but do you remember like that process at all? Like, do you remember the?
Oh yeah, clearly. I think I can remember every day since then. Yeah. Like, I guess, like, which part? Like, I have like there's a lot of parts. This is a long.
Tell me the whole story.
Shoot. All right. All right. Let's see. Damn. Sophomore year, I met her through one of my best friends from my cottage.
So you're in a cottage.
No, not really in a cottage. It's just like I actually like was talking to her one day, and I went to go see this girl I was talking to, and we're like, hey, you want to like go meet up at our friend's soccer game? And we're like, yeah, sure. So we met up for the first time at our friend's soccer game, and hit it off very well. Like, seemed like a great girl. She was, and it was good. So we talked and eventually started dating, and then things just started getting rough in the relationship. This
is the first one.
Yeah, this is the first one that we seemed to just push off and not get over. We just like we're pissed off at each other. We're like, okay, just forget about it. And then
do you remember like what pissed? Like, it was just random stupid things, like
just stupid things. I mean, she did have like mental issues of her own that like I probably won't say, but like she did like she was not the best mental state, let's say, and that really affected me personally, mentally, spiritually, really, in every way. And I just kind of fell off from there. Like, everything just fell off. Life seemed to just start plummeting.
Do you remember, like, okay, what were the moments that started to shift? Like, was it, again, just, like, the separation from everyone that started really caused that momentum to build, or you just, like, being around her made you see the world in a different way that slowly that started impacting your mental state? Because that's a hard one, like, for me to understand, like, that transition period.
I don't really, like, know if there's, like, a specific, like monumental moment that was, like...
Slowly.
I guess it was a slow kind of, like, just separation. Yeah, it's not like a strike that just kind of, like, ended it. But, yeah, so I eventually just could not handle anymore. I told her to break it off and did not go well with that. So kind of like messed me up mentally, and yeah, but I surrounded myself with people I needed to be surrounded with my friends, with I finally went back to my friends after that, and they took me in, and I surrounded myself with other people, went to retreats. I actually led a spiritual retreat called Kairos.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Why did the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We talked about this on our podcast way back in September.
Yeah.
God.
Why I did this too? We were both leaders on this. And,
so you knew why before?
No.
Oh, okay. There's a different Kairos retreat?
So yeah, it's like a spiritual retreat, like with like
That's sick.
Catholic Christian high schools.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I led this retreat and went on it too, and it just kind of just showed me that life is precious. You gotta take care of it, and it's worth living for, and you gotta take in every moment you can, because you don't know when it'll be gone. I mean, my grandma just passed away this past month, and that's probably the first person I genuinely lost that like I really meant something to me, and I really understood then that life is super precious, and every moment counts. I mean, even this moment here, like, this is like, I'll remember this for the rest of my life, probably, you know?
The podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I'll remember everything in this college, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, everything. You just have to take in everything with a little grain of salt. Or, I don't know if that's a term, but, like...
I get it.
yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, so Kairos really helped me. Surrounding yourself with people. I think moral of the story is surround yourself with people that you really know that can help you. Really know that, like, really know you. And they could be completely different people from you. They don't need to be like you. Keep a strong, I guess, faith if you have one. If you don't, try to find one. Doesn't matter what it is. It's good to always believe in something bigger than yourself. Yeah, I mean, keep a strong mental health. Mental health is probably the most important thing in your life. Because if you have $1 million, I don't know, say $1 billion, and you're sad, depressed, what's life worth? Rather than having $1,000 and being the happiest man on earth.
I think it's really impressive when I hear that because you built such a great life now, you know? Like, it's hard for me to, like, when I see you and meet you and, like, talk to you, like, I can never, like, picture that as, like, a past. And because you built it, you built it to be such an incredible life. Like, you always had a smile on your face, always have a great time.
Yeah.
Fill your time with so much fun stuff and have a great social life. So it's impressive that over time, like, slowly, you built the life you have now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I talk to myself, like, 3 years ago from now, I would think I'm crazy. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm never going to be like that. Like, look at me. I'm a mess. And, yeah. You can always, and that's what a lot of people, like, kind of, like, struggle with. Like, I don't know. Like, if people are like, oh, I'm in a bad place or a bad state, like, I'm never going to be able to get out of this, or, like, you can't. People keep telling you you can't. But if you just listen to them, you can. But if you don't, you will. You'll get out. You'll be you. And that's kind of what I had to learn. I was not myself for that stretch of time. And I started being myself, and I lost a lot of friends. And I gained a ton more. So just be yourself. You'll be a lot more happier.
I feel like when you were describing that, like, this, like, kind of analogy came to my mind where when you're, like, in the darkness, like, you're in some cloud of darkness, you look all around, like, that's all you see, you know? And I felt that sometimes, too. Like, when you're really in a dark place, you gotta just feel like, for some reason, that it's gonna last forever. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the worst things I get to. Like, you look back in the past, and for some reason, the past is all colored with darkness, and the future's all colored with darkness. But really, if you just keep moving a couple more steps, like, you're out of the cloud, and you're, like, good again, right?
Yeah.
But
it's like having a blindfold on.
Yeah.
It's like, until someone takes that off, you're good.
I think for me, the coolest thing about all that is, like, how insane the brain really is.
Oh, yeah.
That the brain that can come up with all these intelligent ideas, the brain that can create this entire system and society we have in the world, and the same brain that can put a blindfold on and make you feel like nothing's ever going to work out. Yeah. The brain is so crazy.
I mean, if we start talking about, like, the brain, the body, God, probably need another podcast. But, yeah. No, seriously, that's a good analogy.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think with mental health, like, I think that it's interesting because the way you describe it is you've compared mental health being around certain kinds of people, right? Which is a really interesting topic because I feel like most times when mental health comes up in the podcast, we talk about all the changes in modern society that have led to the declining modern mental health. Because I think if you look at stats for a lot of Western countries compared to other countries around the world, and even these Western countries in the past compared to now, again, we don't know, like, it's hard to track these kind of things, but overall there's a consensus that it's been declining over time, which, you know, there's 100 reasons people give, and, you know, a big thing with mental health is being around the right people. Like, I felt that as well. Like, when you're around certain people, like, it just feels right, you know, everything just feels correct. When you're around a certain group of people, like, your mind kind of shifts and becomes like theirs. Like, I genuinely believe that some people genuinely see the world in a negative way, and some people genuinely see the world in a positive way, and you can tell really quickly who they are, you know. Like, some people, like, sometimes I'll meet someone and you can just hear how much they complain about things and learn a lot from them. How they'll whine about every little thing, about, like, how little sleep they're getting, but not even in a joking way, but in, like, a genuine negative way. Like, I want to kill myself, I hate this, I hate that.
Yeah.
When you can hear that, you can genuinely see that they look at everything in the same way. There's some people you just talk to them and they're just always having a good time, like no matter what. Like they enjoy every part of life, from the exams and every hard part of life to the fun part of life of spike ball. Like I feel like being around people who see the world in a positive ways made me so much of a positive thinker. You know, like I feel like I'm genuinely very grateful for what I have, and almost like I enjoy. Honestly, I feel like I enjoy every part of life, like everything. I enjoy the struggle, I enjoy the fun, and it's. I think when you see the world in that way, it's so freeing because like no matter what life hits at you, like you just enjoy it. It's just an adventure in itself. So
yeah, and I like to say that we're independent people, but realistically, if you and I were surrounded by negative people, let's say I was just a negative person and you'll hit negative friends, like you'd kind of be not you'd be a little more like kind of like down, kind of like, you know, like whatever, just nonchalant, I guess, you know. But you seem, I mean, I know you surround yourself with like really awesome people and you're awesome, like you're a great guy, like you're always happy, you're always smiling, everyone knows you. There's not one person I hear talk anything bad about you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Same with you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, like seriously, like if you give off that positive energy, it spreads. It's literally like bacteria. It spreads.
It really does. And I feel like even outside of just like positive and negative, like when you surround yourself with people who think in a certain way, you think in that way too. It's like the mind is so pliable. Like we feel like we have so much control over our mind, but literally in a month of being around certain kind of people, we will start thinking like the way they think.
Exactly.
Which is kind of like a blessing and a curse. I think it's more of a blessing, honestly, because when you realize that, you can honestly change yourself so much by just choosing who you're around.
That's the thing with me. Like that's very like related to my topic too, because like my brain is very malleable, like you said. Like you put me.
And turn the mic a little bit towards your face.
Yeah.
Really. No. Yeah, there
You put me towards like a negative person, I'm not gonna act like soup. I'll try to, but if they just don't change, then I don't know. I stay that way. But if I'm like surrounded by a bunch of positive people, then I'm the jolliest guy, you know, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I totally think that your brain is super malleable and it can definitely be just changed by the people you're around.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you start to see the world in a positive way, life becomes so much fun.
It does.
I think everyone's capable of it.
It does.
You gotta put some work in. Like I feel like I've also been more of a negative thinker in the past, but I think you could really reframe everything to make it fun. You know.
Yeah. I mean, just the other day, I was thinking about like all the finals and all like the exams and papers I have to write for the end of the year, and I was just thinking so negatively, and I was like, I'm never gonna be able to do this. I have no time. I'm not gonna hang out with anyone. I'm just gonna stay in my room and just lock myself. I'm like, no. Why? Why am I stressing about this? Like, it'll come it'll come sometime, but you know, now it's not time to be negative or anything. You gotta stay positive. And after that, I went to hit the gym, and I felt so much better.
Yeah, the gym helps with everything. Like if you're ever having a bad day, go lift, bro. You're not having a bad day anymore.
Seriously.
I've never had a lift like not help me improve my day, even if it's a little bit. Like it always makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Another thing that really actually like helps a lot with mental health or just health is some good positive music.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not talking about yeah,
What album is
nice
it? Some jazz. I love this album.
No,
Some
seriously,
jazz album.
like I'm not talking about heavy metal. I mean, that's good. That's always good for the gym.
Play
Like,
Killing
you
the
know,
Name next. Play Killing the Name by Rage Against the Machine queued up. Oh
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
Tell me about.
and I'm not talking about like heavy metal or rap. Like that's always good music. And I mean, yeah, get your frustrations out at the gym. You know, a little Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, like it's always good music. But when you really need to get yourself in that kind of like God, I forget what the term is. But when you listen
Jolly
to
state.
classical music, there's like an omega ray, omega something, like I don't know.
Oh, like the perfect wavelength or frequency or something.
Yeah, it's like a perfect frequency that tunes your mind.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
God,
That's why we like music
Yeah.
so much. It's crazy.
find that. It's like a something frequency, something wavelength. That classical music.
So basically, like thinking in a certain way, or like some kind of music will, the frequency in your brain produces like more serotonin or something, or?
I don't know, cause like, for me.
Dude, Google hates you today.
Oh.
While there isn't a single perfect frequency for enhancing mood in classical music. I'm coughing like crazy too. I don't know what's going on. All right, Taylor. Research suggests that frequencies around 432 hertz and 528 hertz are often associated with relaxation and well-being, according to a Reddit post. Love AI.
Search up like
it says it's a universal frequency.
omega frequency or like ultra frequency or something like that.
Omega frequency. Never heard about this.
No,
Bro,
like,
I got an exam for this in like 2 weeks. Angular frequency. Omega frequency is a podcast. Omega is equal to 2 pi hertz.
Oh wait, which frequency calms the brain or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 435.
I don't know.
That's one. That's like they call it the universal frequency. So. She's a tweet of brainwave frequencies associated with calmness,
Alpha
relaxation,
waves.
and problem.
That's what it is.
Oh, alpha, not alpha.
Alpha.
Alpha and theta, not omega.
Omega's last.
That's angular rotation. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Alpha waves. Those are like.
That's really low hertz. What music is that low hertz?
Classical.
I feel like I like music that gets me like grooving. I don't know. I've been obsessed with the Beatles recently. Alpha, bro, what is this?
You just shoot some alpha waves in your head. Instantly smart.
Alright, this is too deep of a rabbit hole. God.
Dude, I love rabbit holes. Like, especially conspiracies.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
I'm really controversial, bro. Like,
Let's do it. That's what the podcast is for.
Shoot.
I'm pretty controversial too, don't worry.
All right, let's talk about that in a second.
Bookmark that.
Yeah, bookmark that. All right, but to like end this topic about like mental health and just studying and finals week coming up, I think that giving a chance to classical music or jazz or something like that while studying, I know it's boring and like it's
I think kind of fun.
Yeah, like it's like I don't know. Some people it's like, oh, I have to listen to classical music and like jazz. Like I can't listen to that when I'm studying. Just for a little bit. Put it in the background, put in one AirPod. I'm telling you, you'll feel so much better. Like I have ADHD, and my family, like my therapist, they talk about like me, like trying to like. My family is against it. My therapist is against it, but I really want to try like the pills. You know.
You want to try the pills?
Yeah.
Okay.
To like help me, but. I don't know. I want to try it a natural way. I've struggled with that my whole life.
Have you ever tried the pills at all or no?
No. I've never tried Adderall. Yeah. But I would like to just to test it out, just to see like if it really does help, because like, you know, it's a disadvantage almost. So like whenever I have always found ways to cope with it, and cope with it like such as putting myself in a quiet room or putting myself in like some kind of spatial noise in the background, or some like I have to like keep everything away from me, like no distractions. Because if I get up for like I don't know like a minute to do something, I'll be gone for an hour, and then it's like going down my own rabbit hole.
Do you get distracted easily?
Yeah. Oh my god, I get distracted so easily.
So do you struggle with working then? Like, let's say you're doing schoolwork and like you'll just remember to do something, you'll go do that, and like you just do a million things or something.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just like focusing. It affects like planning, organizing, like everything. It affects like a lot of your life, because you can't focus or can't, I don't know, like realize what you're doing sometimes. You just do it. It's impulsive almost. So just I found out probably like a few months ago that classical music probably is, at least it is my cure. It's my cure for
almost immediate kind of, or it just puts you in this calm state?
Almost immediate.
Wow.
Like
you just put it on, you're not stressed anymore.
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes like when I was like stressing out, put some jazz music in my head, classical music, and I just calmed down, laid in my bed, closed my eyes for a second, got up, and
Who's some
went
of
to
your
the gym.
favorite? Some of your favorite jazz artists?
Dude, honestly, I just put some jazz like this on, and
Yeah.
I need to
He's
start.
been putting me on. Charles Mingus. I like Charles Mingus a lot. Miles Davis.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just keeps sending me jazz albums, so I just keep listening to them.
Louis Armstrong.
Of course, that's amazing, man. I mean, I'm glad you found something to help with that, because obviously I don't have ADHD, so I don't know what it feels like. I just know, like, from times I've been distracted before, like, it's an annoying feeling, but when it's like almost you don't have control over it, I don't know how that would feel like. And
Yeah, like
only
honestly,
imagine.
it's like I'm doing it now, but like I'm always moving, like either my hands or I'm like
fidgety,
moving
yeah.
my legs, always fidgeting with something, and that's why I always like use my hands to talk and stuff.
That's
So
good.
also,
It's a good thing to talk with your hands.
I'm Italian as well, so I mean, what can I say? But yeah, it really does help. It really, really does help with me, the classical music.
Do you feel like poor mental health and like ADHD? Do you think those things have connection? Like, do you think that?
100%.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I think a lot of our society today causes these ADHD problems. I mean, because people always have to have something in front of them, always have to have like a stimulant, right? Like whether if it's our phone or a video game or a TV or something. People are always like constantly need dopamine, and it's affecting so many people's lives through depression, like with depression, ADHD, ADD, suicidal rates, everything. I mean, think about it, like life was just, a little more simple 10 years ago. I mean, we still had the phones, but it wasn't a major part in our life. It was just like it's something that helped us, and people, I feel, were more central based. Yeah, I think that a lot of society is super into the technology that I think we need to just kind of dial down quite a bit.
I agree. I mean, I love the technology. I think it adds so much to life, but you can't deny
100%,
you can't deny the impacts that we have when we use it in a way we're not supposed to.
Like social media, it's one of the best inventions ever, but it's
Especially YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Like YouTube, one of the best inventions ever. Also, one of the most dangerous. It's like, think about it. Like, I always think about this. Let's say Nikola Tesla or Elon Musk or some genius was born, I don't know, 2012. Would they make it as who they are today in this world with all these distractions and all these? Because your creative mind goes to shit.
That's an interesting question.
Because all your mind is doing is looking at other things. Like, you're not being creative. I don't know. You're not making things.
Well, like, I don't know about that so much, because like I agree with you the impacts of it, and I see it in like everyone around me. I saw it in myself too, and I cut down significantly. Like I barely use my phone now. In high school, I had like a screen time of like less than an hour. Now it's gone up again.
Nice.
But that's really from this podcast. Phone's always up. But like I definitely agree. Like if you always need a distraction, if you always need to like scroll on your phone, etc. Like when you're waiting on a bus, like that time when you spend that time thinking, like you come up with better ideas. I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, though, it's like I think it enhances creativity a lot. Like obviously there's nothing like the human brain. There's nothing like the human brain. And having like time to spend time in retreat and like on your own without technology, like you'll come up with crazy ideas. But also the amount of access we have that helps us think in so many ways. Like I feel like it's so easy for anyone to learn anything that almost the benefits of that outweigh like as long as you're good about it. Like as long as you're aware of the problems, like you control a little bit. And like I have one friend, like he's like pretty addicted to. He has to always be playing a video game or scrolling on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he's like really good at locking in. So like he'll be on his phone for like 20 minutes. He'll look at his computer, work for 20 minutes, but he'll just get so much done in like 20 minutes. And it's like, damn, like I don't know how he does it. I couldn't do it. Like he plays video games all the time and is always on his phone. Yet he like crushes these exams. He get like high 90s. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, there's always those smart ass people that you like know. Like I have a buddy in like my fraternity. He's like taking these insane classes. And he's like, yeah, I study here and there.
I feel like a lot of Lambda guys are in like EECS classes.
Yeah, they're actually a lot of them are super smart. A lot of my boys are.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, they're always just.
What are we thinking about right now? Anyone in particular or no?
Yeah, actually, my buddy Eddie.
I was thinking about Eddie too. I don't know why.
Yeah, no,
I'm not that close to him, but he is a class with me.
he's a pretty smart guy. Yeah, I'd say so.
Because like he sometimes sits like a couple rows down from me, like in German fairy tales. I see him like grinding geeks. I'm like,
Yeah, he was telling me about some of his like difficult classes he was taking, like Calc 3. He's like, yeah, I got like an 80 on it. I'm like, dude, I got like an 80 on my Spanish. I'm like, this is bullshit. Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, some people are just born genuinely like a lot smarter than some people.
Like Elon Musk is a great example. Like he plays video games too, despite managing Neuralink and Tesla, and he did PayPal or whatever, I think, and now with Doge. Like he does everything. Like he's an alien almost.
Literally, bro.
He's a robot AI something, and he's still like ranking video games and stuff. Like, I don't know. Some people are just different, right? I'm not saying that that's just because he does it, everyone should do it. Like I think most people shouldn't, just to stay away from it and like do healthy things better. But I feel like there are always gonna be those geniuses that rise to the top. Like it's all relative to like this time generation. And I feel like the people on average in this generation are a lot smarter and a lot more capable than the other generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of access we have to shit has made us like superhuman. I think it's crazy.
I think the human mind now, like what you were saying before about like not necessarily being more creative, I still stand against it a little bit, just because like we're able to get information like that wherever you are with your phone, tablet. But what are you creating out of that though? You can get that information, you can read it, you got it. Now what are you gonna do? Are you gonna create something new about it, or just use the information, use it somewhere, and just displace it? You're not like, let's say this is your circle of like things the internet has that you want to know, and if you take a few of those things, create another bubble, add it to the list of everything that's been made. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if that made sense or not, but
it did make sense. Like what you're trying to say is that like, I guess back in the day, it's like okay, the apple hits Newton's head, and he's like, how did that happen? Like there's this wonder aspect that's lost, right? If you can just like search up why this apple hit my head, oh, gravity, boom, I got the answer. I didn't like have to think creatively about it.
Yeah.
It's like I think the bubble is like this bubble of like what I know, but now it's like the bubbles in everything that's ever been known by anyone. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think the concept of art, more than creativity, actually, I think it's the ability to like to do something yourself. I guess I don't know. It's like you can't, like, people don't think for themselves these days. They don't have an opinion of their own. You see, biggest example ever. Democrats, Republicans.
Oh, I hate that shit.
They don't think for themselves. You don't think for yourself when you say, I mean, some people do. People say like, oh yeah, I'm Democrat, Republican. I like to say like, I'm a moderate person. I think for myself. I have my views. And that's it. I don't call myself, oh, I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. I think it's silly having the parties and everything. I'd like to have a candidate that goes up there and just tells everybody, fuck all of this. I'm gonna run for you guys. I'm gonna run for the people. I'm not gonna be a Democrat. I'm not gonna be a Republican. I'm not gonna be your third party. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna run by myself. And
we'll never see that happen. You'll never see that happen.
I know we'll never see it happen.
I think it's just too hard with the system of like how this stuff works.
But you say never, but there's always a possibility.
So you think there'll be a time when someone can run independently and win an election?
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty helpful of you.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think so. Yeah, I hope so. I really do. I really, really do. Yeah. But I think if people start to realize that a lot of what the media has to say and a lot of what the government is doing is wrong and fake and false and mistrusted, and people will start to realize that, wow, what we've been living in for this past, and my parents and my parents' parents have been living in, was just a lie. I want something that I can choose. I want someone that will run for me. And everyone says, oh, the Republican Party runs for me, or the Democrat Party runs for me, or true, runs for your opinions, but, who's going to run for really the good of the country?
Yeah, I just think that it's so baked into our nature to have a cause to stand for.
Right.
it almost like makes us feel alive in a way.
Yeah.
You know, like for us, obviously, like we're doing so much in life that we're so fulfilled through that we can access a sense of like happiness through that almost. That, you know, we have a cause to fight for, whether it's our day-to-day life, you know, making great relationships with people, going to the gym. We have all these goals in front of us that fulfills us in a way, and that kind of satisfies that internal craving for needing to be part of a cause. But I think the thing to realize, like 95% of this people in this country are not like us. You know, they're more people who, you know, even if they're doing stuff with their lives, it's so appealing when you're on TikTok and you hear someone say they're evil but we're not, and they almost say like we're not as if like you're already a part of us. You know,
because these people justify themselves. There's a great poem I actually like read.
Nice.
Like had for English class. It was like more of a story, and it's about how people these days it's a normality for people to tell to make up a reason for why they are right. Let's say this village for centuries they have a lottery and they kill one person every year for that lottery. They know it's wrong. They still do it. It's a normality. I mean, these people like just follow and follow and follow. No one really questions, or when they do, you know, you never might hear from them again or something like that. Yeah, they speak out. But yeah, it's just people need to start thinking for themselves again, and I don't know, just
It's so scary, like thinking for yourself. I think that the problem with the whole party thing is like, first everyone thinks that, oh yeah, I'm never gonna be a part of that mess, right? And then slowly get pulled into it, right?
Yeah.
When they watch too many of the same kind of TikToks or find themselves in the same kind of circles, right? And then like they won't think for themselves. They'll just be like, okay, these are people, I want them to like me, and if I want them to like me, then I need to like agree with everything they say.
And then
you know,
then you become part of them.
And then you find this community of people, and they're like, oh, all these community people think like this, so I need to think like that. And the second you're like, wait, that doesn't make sense to me, but instead of being a critical thinker, I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna say what they want me to say.
Yeah, because I don't want to be weird, or I don't want to be out, or something, or I don't want to see something wrong. What if I see something wrong? Oh my god.
The worst feeling is like when your external persona and your inner persona are not aligned.
Oh yeah.
And that's terrible.
Also another thing with mental health.
Yeah.
It's always it always comes back to your mental health, mental imbalance, everything.
It does.
Yeah.
And dude, being a critical thinker, I think whatever realize the world will respect you so much more for being a critical thinker. You know, like say what you actually believe, even if it's polarizing, even if people like don't agree with it. The way my friend Charlie puts it, different Charlie, is like, it really shows you who likes you and who doesn't. And people like a polarizing figure because it shows you're not an NPC. It shows you don't just like fit into the crowd and do everything everyone says. Like if you say what you fucking believe, even if it doesn't align with the Republicans or the Democrats, it's just you. Like this is what I believe. Then people will like you more. I think people respect you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's very true, actually. And, I mean, if we want to switch topics, now we can bring back to why I think there are conspiracy theories and all that shit.
Just tell me, what's your favorite conspiracy?
Shit.
That was real.
Wow, that was good. All
Segue.
right. Lighter top? I don't know if it's light or not, but, shit. Actually, more recent one that happened, you know, like the pyramid of Giza, or like the pyramids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about like the underground like Tesla box, the Tesla coils?
What? Testicles?
No, Tesla coils.
Tesla coils.
Yeah, like, oh shoot.
He's coming.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Bro's like taking calls on the job.
All right. Fair enough. But yeah, once he comes back, it's insane. There's been like graphs, I don't know what like system they use, but there's been graphs that they like scan like the surface of the ground, and they can see what's under it. And what's under it is these like 8 pillars that go straight down for miles.
Are you serious?
Miles.
There's no way. That's crazy.
Miles. And you might think like, oh, they're like no, it's just rock, but it's like sediment rock. It's harder rock. Well, everything else is like, you know, looser. So
but just
it looks like these pyramids are sitting on top of these 8 pillars, which these pillars have spirals, these coils around them.
Testicles?
Literally, bro. I don't know. It's crazy. Like they have like if you look at the Tesla coil, you know what
Tesla coil?
Yeah, do you know what that looks
No.
like?
Teo. Oh, let me back.
Yeah. So it's like basically a box like that with 8 Tesla coils, which is like a metal tube with like a spring around it.
Yeah. You want to
Teo.
search this up, Teo?
Yeah.
Tesla coils.
Switch it up.
Yeah. Love the expect he was waiting for. Yeah.
So, have you heard of the conspiracy where like it's not even conspiracy anymore? It's like true where there's like these
pillars under the Giza?
Yeah, underground pillars and
Tesla coils.
Tesla coils. No, not conspiracy. Just yeah.
Okay, a Tesla coil is a resonant transformer circuit that generates high voltage, low current, high frequency, alternating current electricity. That's a lot of adjectives to describe this.
Okay, now go to the
Nikola
Pyramid
Tesla.
of Giza,
Tesla coils.
like Tesla coil conspiracy.
Dude. So wait, what's your thoughts on this? So like, there's these pillars here. Like, what does that mean? Go to the
Like-
Reddit post. Reddit's pretty accurate usually.
Or go to like our underground.
Okay, the Great Pyramid was a Tesla tower. All right.
No. Go. That's not it. Go back and search up
This screen recording still going?
pillars underground the pyramids.
How do we know the screen recording still going? God damn, this TV
shoot.
sucks. We gotta go back to the third floor next time. Second floor sucks.
Oh, I thought you said his computers.
No.
Damn, bro.
The TV sucks. Also, his computer not playing. It's just the wires being annoying.
Nah, this computer has been pissing me off a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're
though.
good. You're good. Oh, no worries. Okay. Yeah, let's see it. I'm hungry, man. I can't wait.
Nah,
to
go to just type in pyramid,
She's a thing.
with underground pillars.
They got the coordinates.
Go to images.
With the Tomas and Joe Rogan.
Yeah, you see that?
Dude, what the fuck?
There's like a I don't know, it's not a cardiogram. It's like a grant, like a.
So they actually found this. This is real.
Like these pillars are real. Like these are real pillars underneath.
So what's the theory behind it?
Theory behind it? Okay. And like you see the underground part right there,
Yeah.
like where the coils are attached to.
Yeah.
That's all the same material, sediment, rock, and whatnot.
Interesting. So did you read about like what they think this is? Like what?
I mean, okay. I had a crazy ass not crazy. I love him to death. He's like my favorite guitar teacher when I was younger. He used to talk
Crazy, yeah.
He used,
I
to,
love it.
he used to talk to me and my brother about like the pyramids of Giza and like prophecies and stuff, and like how like the pyramid was actually like a beacon or something. This was 10 years ago,
Okay.
and I hear this now, and my brother and I are like,
He was on to something.
yeah, and like we can't get a hold of him anymore, and we're like, dude,
Oh my god, you can't get a hold of it.
dude,
Where did
no.
you disappear?
Dude, I don't know. This guy's like MIA right now, like so like I don't know, like
Bro, he knew something all along.
I mean, you can't.
Set up a fucking Netflix show or some shit.
You gotta cut this off now. No, like, he was talking about well, actually, no, like these people were talking about these pillars being underneath the pyramids or something, and you can't deny what you actually see.
I see it right now. We're good.
Yeah, like it's like this is like real footage, like real imaging of what's underneath the pyramid. So I mean, I don't know. What's your opinion on this?
I don't know enough about it. I just think that the fact that they'd be miles deep. Okay, if we think that the ground level was about the same back then, the amount of engineering required to create these pillars miles deep
Miles.
is something that we didn't. I mean, first of all, we don't know how they made the pyramids, right? It's such an insane work of craftsmanship back in like when was these built? Like thousands of years ago.
Oh God, yeah, 10,000s.
10,000, yeah, it's crazy. And then these pillars are gonna be like another mystery now, like how they get so deep, how they make them so wide, and like what was even the ground? Like the ground level couldn't have been that much lower at the time. And what's the purpose of it? It's a real question for me.
It makes you wonder, like, were we really the first people to have
Advanced technology.
Advanced technology.
That's something Graham Hancock talks about, right? Do you know Graham Hancock?
I've heard of him, yeah.
I think he talks about it, but he has this theory that there used to be an advanced civilization on Earth, but they fell off.
They just fell off?
I mean, apparently there's some like natural calamity, and then like few people survived,
Huh.
and then they kind of everything is lost.
Interesting.
Because I think
almost
if you look
like
at
Atlantis.
kind of, but not like underwater, I guess. Like they found some cool shit in Brazil, right? Like they found like these random like geometric shapes in the ground and stuff. Because Brazil is really unexplored, right?
Yeah.
The Amazon rainforest. They found like these giant triangular structures that were easily something humans would make, right? So there's these theories that there used to be like stuff over there. Right?
And it's kind of funny how like Pangea, right?
Yeah. Yes.
How like this is Brazil and it's like Africa. Like Africa and Brazil used to be like
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
a long time ago, right? And it's funny how you see like usually only in Brazil, South America, a little bit of Mexico as well. Then you see Egypt and like Africa, these crazy phenomenons, right?
There are pyramids in South America too.
Oh yeah, they have pyramids and like the Aztecs. They make those too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny how you see like why are these people building pyramids though? What's the significance?
There's pyramids everywhere, and it's just so weird.
Right, like there's pyramids everywhere. What's the significance of a pyramid?
I think it's just easy to make.
You think so?
I think that's.
I don't know.
I think it just
I
made
feel like-
logical sense at the time.
I feel like a regular like I don't know, house or something.
I guess so.
Because like think about it, you have to like shape the corners like
Yeah.
perfectly, and the coordinates for the Pyramid of Giza are guess what?
What?
The exact numbers for the speed of light.
No way. Search that up.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
I heard it somewhere.
That's
I mean-
crazy.
What the hell? Like this is mind blowing type shit.
That can't be a coincidence.
Speed of light. There you go.
The latitude of Great Pyramid Giza is often cited as being eerily close to the speed of light. So the pyramid coordinate is 29.9792458, and the speed of light in meters per second is 299,792,458. Wow.
It's like,
It can't be a coincidence, bro.
yeah, I don't know. It's very weird.
God, I like mysteries like this. They make me wonder, like when I'm walking to class, I'm like, oh my god, the fucking pyramid,
Right?
bro. I still
No,
don't
like,
know the answer.
oh my god, me and my brother were driving back home from
Yeah.
this, and we were like listening to a podcast, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, I started freaking out. I was like, holy shit, like,
Pyramids.
I'm not crazy.
The pyramids of Giza are aligned with the cardinal direction. Specifically, the Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned with a small fraction of.
Damn.
A small fraction of a degree to these directions. There's also Orion correlation theory, which suggests the pyramid's arrangement is a representation of the Orion constellation. I don't know, man.
It's all a conspiracy. I mean, what do I know?
I like the moon landing conspiracy a lot.
The what?
The moon landing conspiracy.
Oh yeah, me too.
That one I've read enough about that. It's like I'm not fully convinced, but like there's a lot of evidence that it was fake. It's
Yeah.
such a sketchy one.
It's super sketchy because, like, if you look at the footage now of us trying to land something on the moon, we seem stupid. We seem like really stupid compared to like 1969.
Yeah. So
I
we
mean-
can't even. We had not got a human like through there since.
I know.
Through the gate.
It's crazy, right? I mean, how
How did
have
you get all those humans through that huge electromagnetic belt of radiation? Like, how the fuck do we do it?
I mean, there's protective like what's it called technology.
Well, the thing is that like we only just discovered this radiation belt, which is like a little bit from Earth's orbit, right? Or not, a little bit away from Earth's surface. We didn't know that this radiation belt existed before, but now that we figured it out, we've so far not been able to send any human or any animal through the radiation belt. So I don't know how they did it back then, if they ever did it back then. But that's the biggest mystery that everyone has on their toes.
Then how
about.
did any other country do it? Because
Well, no one else has been to the moon since then.
well, I mean, I'm saying like other countries have put people on the moon.
No.
Yeah.
Have they? Search it up. I don't think so. I think it was just the moon landing that happened once.
Nah, no way.
They've sent like other robots to the moon, but not humans. They've sent spaceships to the moon. Humans have made a total of 9 crewed missions to the moon, all a part of the NASA. Out of these, 6 were successful landings, and a total of 12 astronauts. First was 1869, the last was 1972. So there were multiple times humans have been sent to the moon.
Yeah.
But none after 1972, never again. And they're both the United States. I mean, the spacecraft, like humans. So yeah.
How many countries have sent men?
Yeah, have sent humans to the moon. Yeah. Okay. No, that's TV. No, the United States is the only country to have landed humans on the moon.
Wow.
And the thing is, they've not done it since 1972 either. Which is kind of sus, bro. I think it's sus.
That's a little weird, man.
And since like Reagan or something, since the last 20 years, they're saying, "Oh yeah, next few years we'll send, next few years send to the moon." Every president's been saying that. They still haven't done it because now they're trying to figure out how to answer all the questions about the radiation belt that no one knows how to get through. But somehow these motherfuckers in the 1970s knew how to do it. Maybe because of the Jimi Hendrix album came out that year. Anyways, I'd love to keep talking to you. We could talk for hours, but yeah. I'm hungry, bro. And dining hall's gonna close at 9. But we'll do this again. I feel like there's a lot we haven't talked about. I mean, we went for like an hour, I feel over an hour and a half. So it was a fun podcast. Oh, it's a Saturday.
Wait, it's closed?
Closed at 8.
It's a Saturday. Fuck.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hey, sorry, Teo.
Michigan, please just make the fucking dining hall.
You want to go to Chipotle after this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can keep talking then, cause like I'm going out somewhere tonight, but it's late.
Me too.
Where are you going?
There's like a. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Charlie was talking to me about like.
Oh, the swim party?
Yeah.
You can come.
Bet. I was like, I was thinking like maybe I go to Lambda. Like there's like a little event.
It's up to you. I think right now I'm going. Charlie's going. John's going. Charlie Copeland's going.
No,
Matthew's going.
That definitely sounds like a lot of fun.
Dude, swim gymnastics. It'll be fun.
I'd definitely shout for that.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, like let me know.
We're gonna meet at like 10.
10 o'clock?
Yeah, because the party starts at 10:30. So.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get there at 10?
We're gonna leave from here at 10.
Oh.
It's like a 30-minute. It's like down on Dewey, next to Yost.
Oh shit.
Swim houses.
My brother's on Dewey.
Oh really?
Yeah. We can take. Do we want to take the car?
I'm down.
What?
You can drive us there.
If anyone can drive us back.
We can walk back.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I can just keep my brother's house.
You got us a ride.
Yeah.
We're going to the swim party.
Literally.
Yeah, literally just like I literally met this guy through like my linear class. We had like 2 classes together. Now he's my partner and everything. So
really,
I got the invite to the swim party. So
nice. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's on Dewey.
Don't fade in this last time like you did at Skeeps. Anyways, yeah, man. Any more conspiracy theories on your belt?
What about the 9/11?
I've not heard too many of the stories. I've not read enough about it. Wait, real quick. So it's 8:15 right now. To meet at 10. To eat. Let's leave here in like 20-30 minutes. Cool?
Sounds good with me.
Okay, tell me about the 9/11 conspiracy theory.
All right, let's go. Shoot, let's see. So, what do you believe about the 9/11 conspiracy theory?
Okay, I don't even know the conspiracy theory, but I can tell you what I know about 9/11.
All right, yeah. All right, tell me what you think happened 9/11, whatever.
Okay, 9/11.
It's kind of like good from like another point of view.
Yeah, as someone who just like grew up like in schools and stuff.
Right.
9/11, right? So, we have these flights, right, that were flying in from somewhere. I don't remember where.
Yeah. That
were hijacked.
Right.
There were people with weapons on these planes that hijacked it. They controlled it, and they take these planes and they fly to the U.S. and they run them into New York State Tower, and they fall. Oh no, not New York State. What the fuck is New York State Tower? Like the Twin Towers.
No, the
Empire State Building. The New York State Tower. Yeah, to the Twin Towers, right?
Yeah.
And the World Trade Center. And then there's one in Washington in a field. And
the Pentagon as well.
Yeah, that's all I know about it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy that I mean, these flights, I don't know too much about like what happened with the flights, who hijacked them, but I believe that they were planned by not just Osama bin Laden, but the CIA.
Well, why?
Why?
Yeah.
God knows.
But why would the CIA want to run planes to American citizens and kill people?
They do that all the time.
But why?
Because they're evil. They're evil. It's simple. They're evil. I mean, they might have had someone in the tower at the time they did not want to, be alive anymore, or that was like that crucial that if they were going to say something that it would spill everything that the CIA knew. Or, because you know who Osama bin Laden is?
Tell me, like he's some leader of some terrorist organization, right?
Yeah. But do you know he was part of the CIA?
Really?
Look it up.
When was this? Like, did he lead the CIA or something, or what?
Yeah. Osama bin Laden was part of the CIA.
Who told you this, man? Bro, Google hates you today. No, there's no evidence to suggest Osama was ever a CIA member. While he did have relationships with the CIA.
Let's be honest though, if it was true, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't, like,
I mean, we've already seen this. The government has so much power over the media. So I'm just gonna say that there's a chance.
Okay,
I don't know if we believe the Google, because I've seen Google, like Google the government has a lot of control over this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if like he was like directly part of it, but I knew he had very close ties with
That's
the CIA.
really interesting. I mean, it said that they cooperated with them.
Oh yeah.
But my thing is like, okay, I'm like ready to listen to your story and try to understand your story, right? Because I've never heard this conspiracy theories before. But my always reasoning is that if someone's logic is that, oh, they're just evil, I feel like we can't group humans into good and evil. I think we're all good and evil.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
And I think that all humans act as rational thinkers. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why a lot of people, let's say I'm talking about someone about Trump's and terrorists, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying, oh, look, the economy's down, right? I'm okay, like, I asked them a question, like, okay, why do you think Trump's doing it? Because Trump's evil. And that's the only answer,
Right. Yeah.
right? And okay, sure, maybe they're right about some economic related reason, but the answer to something cannot just be, oh, he's evil, that's why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the Ukraine war is another great example. I mean, there's this huge narrative that Putin's evil, and I'm not gonna sit here and praise Putin for what he's done, but it's a very irrational way to think that, oh, he just like took over Ukraine because he's evil. Well, he's also a rational thinker, you know. He might have bad intentions with like taking over Ukraine, etc. But let's think about how a rational thinker would think. If the U.S. has continually expanded eastward with NATO, all the way until they're in the border where they're talking to Ukraine, in the corner of Russia. Russia, as a rational thinker, would be pretty upset about that and would freak out and would take action, right? I think that it's easy to get sucked into this narrative that there's good people and evil people, but I think there's always has to be a reason. That people don't just do shit because they're evil. There's always a rational thinking, and it could be because they're brainwashed. It could be because, like, you know, Hitler's evil. He was brainwashed and he convinced the entire nation that the Aryan race was that superior race and the Jews are genuinely a lower race. He convinced people of that. Yeah. So that's always a reasoning thing that we can go with. But I think an answer that, oh, they did it because they're evil is never, like, that doesn't make sense to me.
It never justifies anything.
Like, there has to be a rational reason why they decided to do something, which I want to understand that more. Like, why would the CIA want to do something like this?
So the CIA has been active everywhere for a long time, right? I mean, not just in America, like everywhere around the world. And a prime example of this is you can look on one of Biden's speeches, right? It blew my mind when I saw it. He was talking about like Ukraine in a conference meeting and about how he can gain back power or something in Ukraine, and he was talking to like Ukraine officials and this, that, the other. And he was like saying like, oh yeah, like they weren't really doing what we wanted to do, so well, the son of a bitch got fired. And you're like, how could you make someone in Ukraine get fired or like take him out of office if you didn't want?
It's a Biden clip?
Yeah. So
they'll pull it up.
Yeah. Biden was talking about this guy who he wanted in office in Ukraine.
I actually heard about this.
And to get him in, they had to fire someone else. And
I've heard about this.
And what's
Who's
called
talking about this?
And if Ukraine wanted their US aid fund money, they would have to fire that person, put someone else that.
No, it just happened to be that was the assignment I got. I got all the good ones.
I don't think this is it, but.
So I got Ukraine, and
Oh, maybe.
I remember going over convincing our team or others to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out the press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to or we're not gonna give you the $1 billion.
Yeah, that's it.
They said, you have no authority, you're not the president. The president said, I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. I said, you're not getting $1 billion, I'm gonna be leaving here, and I think it was, 6 hours? I looked at it, I said, leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch.
Well, son of a bitch.
Got fired.
Bro
What
coded
the
it,
hell?
Bro coded word for word.
What the hell? Like, that is...
How did you just say that?
That is insane. It's fucking insane how, like, we are actually, like, we're taking over these countries like that. I mean, especially, like, Ukraine.
Well, they kind of needed us. Like in that power dynamic. Like
They
rely on
needed us.
to-
They needed us. They did. But we control them now through CIA, USAID, all of these things. I mean, the government, like these organizational things like CIA, they're corrupt rather than evil. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like, when you say corrupt, like, what are they gaining?
Power. That's the main thing. Money, power.
That's interesting. I mean, before I'm fully convinced, I'd have to definitely read a lot more. Like, I mean, I've heard a lot of shady stories, you know, with the JFK stuff and all these stories in the past. Which those ones are interesting to me. I can see where people come from. I'm not gonna like deny or agree with anything just yet, but
I mean,
I'm definitely curious about it.
do you hear that? I mean, you know that, like, CIA also killed Martin Luther King Jr. You know, it's coming out that the CIA killed JFK,
That one's an interesting one.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
who else are they going to kill next?
Was that actually true? The JFK one?
You can pull up the files. They released it.
Well, they released all the files.
Yeah.
Have they like actually dug through them though, and like found that?
I don't know.
They didn't found like them saying explicitly they killed him, but they found some shady stuff in there.
Yeah. I mean, probably someone.
It's just like thousands of pages. Like, has anyone actually gone through that shit?
God. Probably someone has.
Some LLM.
There's got to be someone that has gone through all of that.
Yeah, man.
But you understand that, like, how that they're doing this is just, it's not right, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can understand, like, just from that kind of point of view.
Well, I've heard a lot of shady stories for sure, and I mean, it's interesting with power. You know, anyone can abuse power.
Yeah. They like to abuse power, and who knows? I might disappear the next day.
Tomas never seen again. Well, Tomas, fun episode. We talked about a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, we
We
did.
had a good time. Tell you what, throw me the Sharpie marker. To get back.
They signed them all.
Gotta look and find your spot right now. Dude, we're filling up quick.
Ooh. Shoot.
That could have been a game over right there.
Damn. My bad. Sorry
No,
about
you're
that
good,
one.
Don't worry.
There we go. Let's see.
Number 99. Bro, you're one away from 100. I feel so bad.
99's a good number.
I'll take 99.
Let's see. Probably get right here.
To get back home, sweet little girl. Walmsley. How do you say your last name? Sorry.
Oh, Walmsley.
Walmsley. I like it. 99. Yeah. Didn't take too much space. I like it. Yeah, man. Have a seat. It's a pleasure. I know you were like doubtful about what we talk about, and now we had like a 2 hour take together. So hope
No,
you
I
thought
know.
hope you found that was pretty easy and fun.
I'd love to
And,
continue talking, but yeah.
We'll do it
let's
again
get
next
some grub.
year if you're down. We'll see where we're at in life a year from now.
Yeah.
And great way to close out the year. 2 weeks left. And, I wish you a great summer.
Guys, make sure your mental health is there. Stay positive. That's all you got to do.
Good night, guys.